All right. Islam, Islam, Islam. We are here, we are here, we are here for 30 minutes, more or less. Probably less because it's already 9 o'clock and I still got stuff to do. You know, like I know all the Moors always got stuff to do. I'm not going to keep y'all long. Just came to give some updates now that a little bit of a furor has calmed down somewhat. What furor? This whole thing with Rise of the Moors, right? All right, so before I begin, because I'm recording this for YouTube too, please be sure to like, share, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff wherever you are. Do whatever you got to do to keep up, because this might be progressing into something. All right, Rise of the Moors. What a joke. Not the Rise of the Moors, the whole situation surrounding it. So apparently, allegedly, right, because I've just been hearing about it. I haven't seen anything, for the record. I haven't seen anything. I really haven't. So apparently, if I understand everything correctly, because I'm coming at this like I'm just gonna let the Moors talk about it and pick up bits and pieces, so I can be served vicariously, but not actually. Remember I told you I had a paralegal background? So apparently, so this is the Rise of the Moors segment, aka know when to shut up, right? Yeah, let me write that across that. I haven't read anything, right? I'm going off posts that other Moors have put up, and Moors have been sending me this thing, and I haven't clicked on the link, for the record. All right, and vicarious service isn't a thing, right? So I'm not gonna say too much because you don't tell the right hand what the left hand is doing. But I'm just gonna say this about this whole situation and the people that are involved in it, because I don't know who's involved. I'm gonna guess it's Jamal, right? The former head of Rise of the Moors, the fallen Moor, and his tawny mule, right? Y'all really need to do one, maybe two things. Focus on more important things. Like, they're saying cover your ass. One of y'all really needs to focus on that, considering your situation, okay? The other thing is, why you bugging me? I haven't said anything about this because I've been too busy addressing it, right? Let me fuss at you, or I could be handling this. One of the ways, and this is why I said know when to shut up, right? So apparently Jamal lost the site, because I saw it on Cujo's site, or his page, his Instagram page. And I'm just telling y'all what little bit I know. I saw it on Cujo's Instagram page, where apparently the site was taken away from them, right? They didn't just fail to pay or whatever, renew it. It was actually taken away. I'm like, oh, I think I know what this is. Off top, because I haven't done any research, but based on what little bit I do know, because I have some background in this stuff, off top, I think I know what happened. They just shut you down and didn't even explain to you. And you tried to contact them, allegedly, and they didn't respond. I think I know what happened. Remember that court order you got that said y'all can't talk to each other while you out on bail? I think the court issued an order or memorandum or something to Wix, because I believe that's who had your stuff. Yes, I do my research. And they told them to shut y'all down because you can't profit from your crimes. You're officially a felon, my dear sir. Okay? And you did it under this name. You can't, in good conscience, according to this colonial court, which I don't personally agree with, whatever, but you can't profit off of your crime. And you were selling books on this site, were you not? Which is so funny, how to avoid getting locked up, one of those books, right? Yeah, I'm gonna have to clown him before doing this. I'm gonna have to clown him. I knew something was up with this dude. I tried to give him the benefit of doubt, which is why Mercy Charities even assisted him. But I knew I should have just cut it off when I stumbled upon one of his YouTube videos. I think I've mentioned this before. He said the book market is saturated. The book market is saturated. I don't think that's even possible. Just by virtue of somebody being born a year later, or a day later, you have a whole new perspective. There's a whole new book. So that on top of the fact that you're in a cage. I was put in a cage once upon a time on some dumb stuff. I've covered this as well. I got myself out that cage, running my mouth, right? because I had some other stuff in place first. And I wasn't unwilling to accept help. But I didn't really need it because I'm a little versed in that stuff. I knew how to run my mouth, and I got put out the jail. I got put out the jail. They kept me there from Friday, and I got put out on Monday. All right? How long were you in jail? And then out of jail, thanks to the Moors you never thanked. And what did you do with that time? Me personally, if it was me, what country does not have an extradition law or agreement with the United States? Because that's where me and my family are headed to. You gonna have to run and handle it somewhere else if you know you are dealing with a corrupt jurisdiction. That's just me. I'm not your attorney. I'm not telling you to do nothing. I'm saying what I would do. Or take my happy ass on down to the law library and figure some stuff out. Or accept the assistance of all the Moors that helped you while you were in the cage. All right? Because I use another example. I got myself out of jail in a weekend. The Grand Sheik I worked with last year, I think I've been gone from their temple for a year. He got locked up on some dumb stuff too. He was in there for 40 days. I think the Rise of the Moors were still locked up at this point. Or they might have just gotten out. But I thought it was funny just because of how this is the sincerity of the people involved. They didn't spend a year up in there, right? And they didn't have to. He didn't pay bail. I didn't pay bail. He didn't pay bail. You paid bail. Actually, you had people help you pay bail. And then you bit the hand that fed you, that helped you, right? So me personally, rather than having my nose all up the butt crack of Arab Muslims, I would have been in the library trying to figure some stuff out. Because he was out how long? At least a year, right? Before that trial where he actually got locked up. But that's just me, right? But again, like I said, instead of bugging folks, telling people what they should be doing, you need to be a little selfish and focus on doing what you need to do, like I did. I'm not going to say too much, but y'all will find out in about 6 months what I did. But because of this, if you don't know, Mercy Charities was able to acquire riseofthemoors.org at an auction for $1,500. So for you dummies who keep saying that we stole his site, it was on an auction. All right. You can go on Cujo's page and you can see it yourself where Jamal says they took it from him. Not us. It was not Mercy Charities or anybody affiliated with Mercy Charities. So please do a little bit of research. It's actually on the site. It's funny y'all find the site and you find the email to email me, but you never see that stuff. It's really funny. It's really sad, actually, because you're supposed to be Moors. You're supposed to be a little better than this, right? So we got the .org at an auction, a public auction, because of the Moors who donate and because Califa Media donates, donates 20% of everything we earn to that charity. So we always have something in our coffer. We actually have a coffer, right? Then this comes up, right? They saying this. People sending me links. They saying that. More people sending me links. I think like 4 people sent me the link to that video that I still have not watched. I don't intend on watching it. For what? Because I figure he can do as much to me as he did to those colonists. I'm not worried about it. But since you brought it up and people were like, why you do this? Why you do that? Why do what? Why are you scamming people? Scamming people how? What scam? Name the scam. I would love to know what scam we're supposedly running. I don't know what scam these people are taught. You just scamming because we have it and you see it. And so you just go add the scam part, making stuff up in your crazy head. Gotcha. But I don't want to belabor this. But because this came up, why you doing that? Why you take his stuff? We didn't do nothing. But if you care so much, go buy the .com. It's on sale for $8,000 and they got a payment plan. You know what? I haven't looked at that .com in about 3-4 months. Let me check it out. Oh, look at that. While you bothering me about what I'm doing, you could have looked it up and found this thing is no longer for sale for $8,000. It's now on sale for $7.95. So now I am Islam. I am Sister Tahida Najila of CalifaMedia.com, mrcicharities.org and com, and riseofthemoors.org and com. This is what I mean about instead of complaining about what folks are doing, do something about what they're doing. That's why it took me so long to respond to this mess, because I was busy doing quite a few things. And now your hole is even deeper. You lost the .org, you lost the .com, and 2 more things that I'm not going to tell you what happened because I don't want y'all to. You might actually be able to stop me or not, because y'all not smart, or you're not intelligent. You're probably very smart because you sure are giving me a pain in my ass, right? I think that's all I got, right? Oh, so why do we have Rise of the Moors? Like I said, I guess it was a court order. That's why they had to give up the site. And I'm guessing if they took it from you, you can't get it back. I'm just saying, it would just make sense, right? What is Mercy Charities doing with riseofthemoors.org? Why do we have it? Cujo covered this a few times. It's better for Moors to have it than for non-Moors to have it. Do you see any other Moors moving to do anything about that? Black people are always complaining, man, why they do that? Man, why they do that? And then you look a little into it, and they had a chance to stop it. Thank you to the brother on last night's live with Grashi Cujo. It was last night. I think it was the night, or the last one, not the most recently. But where he said it was genius that we did that. Thank you. I don't know if it was genius more than vengeance, because I was waiting on the money that Mercy Charities was owed back for the bail, because I found it was wasted money. I wouldn't have asked for it because it's actually in my chart. Don't be giving stuff to people and then asking for it, because it's just going to frustrate you and lead to nothing. But I'm just like, this is messed up. He never thanked us, and then he's turning around telling us we need to follow these foreign Muslims and all this other garbage. Right? I want my money back. I want that money back. Otherwise, I would have just let it go. I want it back. We got it back, and thank you, because it was kind of funny how it happened, because part of that was used to buy the .org. So thank you for that. Timely payment. Only took 3 years, but thank you. I think that's all I got. Yeah. So I think that's that's the last thing I'm gonna say about it. This whole Rise of the Moors thing. Maybe I'll put this on the site, because I don't know what's wrong with our people, right? It's either you're getting smarter or you're getting dumber. It really is. It's like this whole AI thing, and I'm about to wrap this up. How they're like, oh, AI is gonna make people stupid. It's making people lose their talents, blah, 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 blah. And then you hear the professors saying it's saving me so much time on research, right? I'm able to write better papers with the assistance of it. So I was just like, okay, are we going to become Idiocracy, or are we going to become Star Trek? Star Trek is chock full of AI. Isn't Data an AI android, right? So it's like, well, it just depends on what you're doing with that energy, right? Some people want to use positive energy to do not positive things, and it ends them up in a cage for 3 to 5 years. Some people, they like, this is messed up, this is bogus. How am I going to fix this whole besmirching? And it falls right in their lap. Not $8,000 for the .com, $7.95. I don't believe in happenings. There are no coincidences. All right. And with that, I'm done. I hope y'all got something out of that. And yeah.